Yo, what's going on, people? I'm Asha, also known as Kanjo, and this is another visual for podcast nostalgia. Uh, I think in this one I'm gonna touch on. I went to bed last night and I watched that video of is it George Floyd? Let me just double check the names right before I start saying my piece. George Lloyd, sorry, not George Floyd. Yeah, I went to bed watching the clip of him getting murdered by the police officer. And I don't really like talking about like negative situations, but that situation there is a bit mad. It is a bit, yeah. It's a I don't really have words for it, to be honest. But throughout yesterday there was a lot of racial things that I came across, which I'll touch upon in this episode. But I'm just waiting for my guest at the time to join, and then we can get into it. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the podcast so far. I hope you've enjoyed the previous episode, which was my conversation with Halal about dance and everything else. The next person I have come in is a friend I've known for a very long time. But boy, I'm just waiting for it to come up. Also, this is going to be cut. Or I might just leave it how it is. Let it be natural. Let it be natural, you know. Jeez, here he is. Man like. Laurie. Oh wait, can't hear you. It's connecting audio. Audio connected.
Yo.
Yo, what you saying?
You hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
you can hear me, yeah? Oh, here we go. How do I get it so you can you see me?
Nah, I see your name.
All right, okay. Oh, no, that's me.
Hold on. Do you have the button where it says start video?
Yeah. Do I click that on, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, man, like.
There we go.
It's on your right.
Mate, my setup's mad. There you go. Oh. I got nowhere else to do this, bro. I ain't got a laptop or nothing in it, so I'm having to do it on my phone.
Yeah, that's
in my room. And I'm sitting on a garden chair as well.
I did that yesterday. My bum was flipping numb after not and go.
Oh, mate, so uncomfortable.
What are you saying? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, calm. How's the lockdown and that treating you?
Yeah, it's all right, man. Just wanting to get back to work, innit?
Yeah.
Bit long at the moment.
What they're saying with work and stuff, you got to like wait for a certain time, or can you go back to work from the 15th of June like everybody else? Or
nah, there's a few lads back at site already, but I spoke to my boss and he said he's just getting like a certain amount of people back at a time. Like they didn't want to just like bring everyone back, just in case like 2 people have it and then they give it to the whole site. Then that's like another, like could be a month no work again, innit? So they're just like gradually getting so many people back. So
yeah, I hear that.
Man.
I hear that. Have you seen that video of that George Lloyd guy getting murdered?
Yeah, man. I only see it this morning. I see like Meat Mill put a picture up yesterday.
Yeah.
But I didn't click on it or nothing. But then I see that all over Instagram this morning. It's bad, man. It's really naughty.
I watched it last night before I went to bed. I don't know if that was a good idea. But
it's sad, man.
Bruh, that was mad. The guy's actually screaming for help and everything like that. And yeah, that was a big abuse of the power. But yesterday, I saw bare videos of like racial things happening. Did you see that one of there was a woman
in the dog?
Yeah.
The park. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that was mad.
The thing is, I don't know the backstory to that. The only part I see is where she's like, oh, I'm going to call the police, and then she's like, I'm going to say an African American man is like threatening me and my dog. But I don't know what like the situation like led to her calling the police in it. I don't know if they had an argument or whatever. I didn't see it. I only see that bit.
Basically, she was walking a dog in that park or whatever, but in that park it says that you're supposed to put your dog on the lead. So he must have said to her, oh, you need to put your dog on the lead because that's what it says around the park. And then she's just turned around and she's like, oh, I'm gonna don't record me. I'm gonna tell the police that you're threatening me. He's like, okay, do it. I'm filming you on camera now. So she called the police, and then it turned out that her job fired her because of like the actual video that got put out and stuff like that. So yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah,
Yeah, I see another one as well where like this. The backstory was he took like a wrong turn somewhere,
yeah.
and then the woman's like on the bonnet of the guy holding the car, like screaming like that she's gonna like the guy's getting out and trying to kill her and run her over and all that. You not seen that one?
No, I ain't seen that one.
He literally takes a wrong. Well, the backstory he takes a wrong turn,
Yeah,
and she's like, you know, like a neighborhood watch sort of person.
yeah,
And, like she's sitting in a booth thing, and then she must get out, like stop him at the bonnet, and then rings the police and say, "Oh yeah, he's trying to run me over. He's trying to kill me." But he's like, "What? Like, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm filming you, by the way." And she's like, "Ah," and then she starts really screaming down the phone, saying that he's running her over.
that is mad.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, that is
it is
mad.
mad.
That is.
But
Crazy.
that one in that one with Matey Boy died, and that's terrible, man. But it's so like it happens in America all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
From
the
what I see, anyway.
that's the thing. Like I don't know why I felt so surprised that something like that happened, but I think because the guy was like he didn't get shot or anything, the guy just literally choked him out with his knee. So it's a bit like,
Yeah,
and you could he like I think he got arrested, not even arrested, but the police came because there was a when he was in the shop, it was like a forged
yeah.
£20 note or something, or £20 or $20 note or something like that. So it wasn't even like something
Okay,
done like madly. And then yeah, they just cut to the video of him laying on the floor, and then you got like the bystanders and that saying, "Oh yeah, get off him, check his pulse and this and that." And then you got this other police officer that just stood there and
yeah,
not do, just like letting the other guy like flipping kill him off. But you know, DJ is it Ebro in the morning?
yeah.
The
The one with the big beard.
yeah,
Oh,
him.
dead. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he posted a picture this morning, and the guy that had his knee on the George guy, he has like a hat on saying "Make America
Oh,
Great."
The Trump hats, the
Yeah,
MAGA hat. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I was thinking, right, that's a bit mad. Then I saw another clip of another police officer from another incident, and there was a picture of him in his police outfit, and then a picture of years ago before in like a KKK outfit. So I was thinking, right, like they don't even do like background checks or whatever to like say, oh, what these guys have done and whatever to then just
Yeah, but
like,
there's no background checks or anything in the States, is there? Like, you can go and buy a gun the second you turn 18 and that, but there's no
that's
background
mad.
check and all sorts. But
That's mad.
that's mad. That is mad. But where is Minnesota? Because I don't really know America like that. Is that like deep
It's
south where all them sort of things happen, like the KKK and all that?
so Minneapolis. Let me just check because my geography of Americans is shit.
Yeah, like, I'm not too clued up on it. But the thing is, in the States, yeah, like, I feel like if that was in England, I feel like someone would run over and push the cop to get him off. But I think in America, because they've got guns and that, like, you're not even gonna. Because the second you run over there, you're gonna get shot like,
That's it.
straight
As soon
away.
as someone walked over, he took out a mace and started spraying it. As soon as someone like walked up to him when he was choking
That's what.
him.
And I think yeah, the guy's on the floor, yeah, and he's not like he's not moving or nothing. So what's the need for him, yeah, to have his knee, like, in that angle of his neck? There's no need. And there's two policemen there to one guy. Like the guy might have been 6'5", but it don't matter. He's already on the floor, innit? So
There was four
is
because he's behind the
there
car.
4 heads there?
Yeah, there was four. There was like
Oh,
literally,
okay.
you got the car. Well, you in the video you see my guy put his knee on the guy's neck, and you could just see his head and the knee and the police officer. But someone took a picture from
Yeah.
behind, and there's that same police officer, and then three other guys like laying him down like on his legs and his back and stuff like that. And you got the other police officer at the front, like telling people to get back and whatever. So in all, there's like four police officers like literally just watched their murdering. But it is Minneapolis is also home to many cultural landmarks. So I think it's I don't want to say south on here and then I get it wrong and people are like, oh, you do.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it looks a bit mad wherever it is.
The only clip I see, there's two coppers. The one there's obviously where he's on his neck, and
Yeah.
there's like another guy just standing there trying to like sort of block everyone's view of what he's doing, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's the clip I see.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's one of the pictures there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, him on the. Oh shit. Okay, that's him with the cap on. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh
then
shit.
there's another picture. Hold on. Is it Sean King? Yeah, it is. Um, yeah, and then they've got like bare beds and that pinning them down.
That's terrible, man.
That's
But
really,
it's so like, I don't know. It just seems to always happen, isn't it?
yeah.
Like all the time. And I see like someone put a picture up today of the cop doing that, and then you know that American football player. I can't pronounce his surname. I know his first name's
Oh yeah,
Colin.
Colin Pack or something. Colin
Yeah,
K.
and they're saying that like America has a problem with him doing that for the national. Was it the national anthem he done it for?
Yeah.
Like the crowd to stand up, and then but no one has a problem with what's going on in like yesterday and that.
I feel like they blacklisted him from the NFL or something like that, and they took him off, or he left or something because of it.
Yeah, more than likely. Because the thing is, yeah, like people probably felt the same way about him, yeah, but they know that you can't like stand against that, innit? Because you end up losing your job or whatever else. But when you're in that position, I suppose like you can do them because you've got enough money to sort you and like get you by in it. So
Yeah, exactly.
if you're just an average Joe, you just work and then you have that same stance, people look down on you, innit? Especially in America.
That's it. It's mad. It's all about power in that in America. Well, I guess it's like power all that everywhere in like politics and stuff like that. But still, with Donald Trump in power over them sides, I've got to find it very hard. Or actually, to be fair, I think Donald Trump should have a decision in what happens to these guys in it, because I know they've got fired from the job, but being fired from the job isn't really going to do much in it. Like they just killed somebody in it. They need to be
Definitely.
a murder
Well,
charge.
it's well pressed, isn't it? This is happening. Well, if we've heard about it, it's going to be everywhere else. I know, obviously, the UK is a big country as well.
Yeah.
For me, but yeah, that must be worldwide news. But yeah, I agree. Like, when something like this happens, the president should always come out and like make a stance and say something as to like, not even like not him personally, but if you come out and said, yeah, I've seen the footage, it's like it's disgusting, like X, Y, Z, they've all been fired, and there's going to be a trial or whatever to see the outcome. You know, in America, man, it will just tomorrow will be something else.
Exactly that. It'll just go over.
And then you might hear about this story in 6 months and be like, oh yeah, the main cop got put in prison. But other than that, man, it's the same shit, innit? It just
There you go.
It'll get brushed on the carpet and then you won't hear about it again.
And that's it. That is it. Sad truth. Sad truth. Your beard's looking healthy though. Your beard's looking mad.
Oh mate, yeah, I took it completely off. Like,
Swear.
I was gonna say 3 weeks or a month ago. Yeah, like just completely, like not like with a straight razor, but you know, like what you do a lineup with.
Yeah.
So it's basically just pure stubble. But I hated it, man. I hate not having a beard.
Right. Yeah. Same.
Yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, it's I've had it trimmed since then. But yeah, it's long, man. It's long to control.
How long you had a beard now for? You had your beard for time.
Nah, like proper, like actual decent beard though, since I was probably like 20, innit? So what, 5 years? But I remember like going to see Levi and that, like Oxygen days, and getting like just like a little chin strap and that. Because that's what I could grow, just like real long sideburns and then like a little bit of a tash. But for the longest time, I could never get it, like it was quite patchy on my cheeks.
Yeah.
Because where I've got light hair, like some bits of my beard look proper dark, and then on my cheeks it's quite light. It's like a bit of a blondie colour.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was gonna just try and grow it for ages, like, but then I think it looked horrible and scruffy. So
nah, you all you have to do is just like probably just neaten it up.
I'll brush it. Yeah, but I think like I see pictures now, people got it proper like squared off, and it looks sick. But mine don't grow like that. Mine sort of like grows in different directions underneath my neck. So like under here, it'll be growing like that way, and then here it'll be like pushing up against my neck and that. So.
Bro. Flipping hell, man. I had a dream the other day. I don't know if he was in the live when I said it, but I dreamt that I applied for H&M again, and I got I got to the desk in it, and then he was there. No one was there that we worked with was there. No one was there at all. But I don't know why I even dreamt of it. It was just weird. I was just in H&M.
What Hampton store?
Yeah.
Like, was you in Hampton? Oh, okay, yeah.
I was thinking, bro, I was like, why am I here? But yeah, it was weird. Very weird. Very weird. Very strange.
Very random. Yeah, when the last time I went in there, I think I see like 1 or 2 people that we worked with. But other than that, it's all new heads in there.
Yeah, I saw Julia last time I went in there.
Yeah. Because you're in there for ages.
No,
I love Julia, yeah. Once you get chatting to her, you can't leave, innit? You can't leave.
yeah, she's so sick. She's so sick. But yeah,
I can't believe she's still there, man.
do you know what? Yeah,
That's mad.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that was one of my favorite jobs I worked there. I think it was a boring job, but it was a sick job at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. It was a laugh. It was a laugh. Like, I can't lie. Some days are stressful there, but at one time there was like a good group of people there.
yeah, yeah, man.
And it just went all downhill. Did you left before? Oh no, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You left before me, innit? Because I remember at one time I was the only guy there.
Swear down.
For ages.
Oh.
For ages, and then Julia's son, is it Joe? And then Joe come, so it's me and him.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, man, yeah, that was long. Yeah, that was a fun job. But being in retail, man, it makes you just like I've done retail and like phone work. Yeah. So you just realise how like just horrible people are, man. Oh, man. And really thick as well. Like the level of stupidity in this country is mad.
It is actually mad. I remember one time I was in a call centre, and this woman called up. Where was I working? I forgot where I was working now. And she was like, "Oh, your Wi-Fi is working. The internet's not coming on." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, the Wi-Fi."
Your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh,
right,
Wi-Fi." She's like, "Yeah, I can't get onto your website." I was like, "Okay." So I checked it. I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." She's like, "It's working." She's, "Why can't I connect it to it then?" I was like, "Is your Wi-Fi working?" And she's like, "Oh, well, yeah," and just hung up. I was thinking, what the fuck? You rang up to complain about your own Wi-Fi. Like, how does that make any sense? That is so dumb. So dumb. So dumb.
What people don't realise is though, is like when you ring through to a call centre, like if you're an arsehole to them, like they can make your life so much more difficult. So I always think, like, because I've done it, I've done both ends. Like now, if I ring through to a call centre, I'll make sure I'm like the nicest person on the phone, because I've had it enough times. Like, especially at Hotpoint. Hotpoint was the longest one. Like, people really like scream and shout at you. I remember one person just being really awkward. So they come, like, the second they come through, they're like, "Right, I've been waiting 45 minutes.
What are you
blah, blah, blah. This is the problem. I want it fixed right now. I want it fixed today or tomorrow." Yeah. And then you're like, "Okay, right." So you just let them. I end up just muting it for like 5 minutes, and then I'll be like, "Yeah, okay." So like, "What's your name?" "Oh, why do you need to know my name? Shouldn't it be on your screen already?" No. And it's like, I'm like, but I was like, "But I need to do data protection so I can continue this call." I said, "Otherwise I'll have to put you through to someone else and then you'll wait another 45 minutes. Yeah. And then, but because the way they've already spoke to me, I'll just be really blunt. I'll leave pauses and that, so I don't get awkward. So I'll leave them gaps there for the other person to feel awkward. Like, don't bother me. So it's like, "Oh yeah, my name's Mr. Smith." "Oh, okay, Mr. Smith. What's your address?" "Oh, why do you need to know my address? Why do you?" I'm like, "Well, how else am I going to send the engineer out? Should I just let him to guess where you live?" "Oh, okay, then I live at XYZ. And you're like, "Okay, so what's the problem? Dishwasher, blah, blah, blah." But the whole call, they're just so rude to you. And in this call in particular, there was I could have got an engineer out to him to the next day. Yeah. But I thought, no, I'm not doing it. You've been so arsehole for me the entire time. So I put it down. It was like, "Yeah, the next one's in 3 weeks." "Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, how can you, like, what do I pay all this money? Rare. It's like, "Yeah, but you pay like £7 a month. So then you don't have to go and buy another £500 like washing machine or whatever it is." Do you know what I mean?
That is it. Yeah, man.
So stupid, man. Just screaming. I was like, "Yeah, 3 weeks." Yeah, that'll be the next day. That'll get someone out to you.
People don't realise when you call into a call center, like, you just know as much information as what you give them. Unless you don't give them the full details or whatever it is, we can't help you. You can't.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. You got to be nice to them people on the phone, because, like, don't get me wrong, like, but the thing is, when you work at a job centre, because the person ringing you already sees you as like lower person because you work at a call centre. Like, it's just facts, isn't it? Like, I've done it before. And before I worked there, I was the same sort of thing. You ring through to EE or like Virgin or whatever, your mind automatically goes, "Oh yeah, but they work in a call centre." But it's like, but it's still a job. Like, I'm still helping you out. All right, I'm not going to your house to fix the problem. Yeah. But I'm the first line. I'm still the first person that takes your call. So you got to be polite to people. People are, do you know what I mean? You should be an arsehole down the phone back to them.
That's it. That is it.
So a massive amount of them.
That is 100%.
But retail's bad as well, man. Especially on the tills.
Oh.
People
Actually,
come to.
I kind of liked it on the tills, to be fair. I didn't really get much free people on the till. It'll just be like the odd people that will
Nah,
come.
not rude,
So
but like just annoying. Like, why you come to do this? Like, the worst thing is for Hampton, yeah, because it's Tesco next door. It's when they put the clothes on top of the trolley, so you can already get so many. Like, if you got two hands, yeah, right, you can hold a couple of things before it starts hurting your arm, isn't it? But when you got a trolley, you can just like pile and pile. And people used to. Do you remember when people used to actually come in with trolleys with no shopping and then fill their trolleys up with clothes?
It was when it was the sale. You know, there's
Yeah.
the red stickers.
Oh, my.
You'll get like certain people coming to the shop, yeah, late at night. Not even like up through the day. It'd be like the store.
Oh, don't. 10 minutes before you're closing.
It's like, oh, how much is all this? Is this all 10p? It's like, oh, what do you mean? And it's a big rail of clothes that you need to scan. And then I don't know if you was there at the time, yeah, but you will scan the item, and then you got to put in the amount that it's gone down to. So it'd be like, if it's like 99p or whatever, like 8 years.
To do that.
Oh, yeah, no, that was long. That was so long. Yeah, that was long. That and clearing the rail at the end of the shift.
Nah. Clear rail. Bro, that phrase kills me to this day. I used to hate doing that, man. Bro, especially I remember like on a Saturday when you got like 2 hours of it, like at 12 o'clock, you can't move because by the time you've emptied like half of it, half of it's already back on there. I think, what's the point? Just do it the last 3 hours before you close, innit?
Oh no, it was long.
What's that? You know what I hate as well? Standing at the fitting rooms.
No, that was jokes. I like that. That was jokes.
Yeah, but I just hate double that, doing that for 2 hours, bro. It's all right. It's all right if it's busy on a Saturday because at least you actually chat to some people.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it on a Thursday at 6 o'clock here for an hour, there's no one in there. Why am I standing here? There's like no point.
It's all right though if you've got someone on clear rail or you're in your fitting room and like, oh, you got that back and forth banter going on there. But if you're
that's true.
For like 2 hours, it's a myth. Not gonna lie.
That's true. That's true.
I used to think
going back to the sale thing,
Yeah, go on.
I remember like when people used to come up and like just say like, because in H&M it's like a big red thing in it, and then it will say like £4 on it. But like underneath it, a lot of it says from £4.
Yeah.
So like people will bring this up and scan it through, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's like £16. It's like, well, how is that possible? I bought 2 items. It's like, yeah, but it says from £4. Not everything on that rail is £4. Or because someone's just dumped something there, they bring it over and it's like full price, like $24.99. Oh, well, it says, why is it on the £4 stand there? Yeah, it's like, well, I don't know, I didn't put it there, innit? I can't. Why is it not £4? It's brand, but you can blatantly tell it's brand new, like on the A stand at the front of the shop.
People used to try. I remember my first shift, my very first shift. I was on shift with. I'm not gonna like bait out names or whatever, but yeah, I was on shift with this woman, and she was heavily pregnant, fam. And this guy stole bare socks, like baby socks and whatever, and just ran out. This woman ran, jumped over like the table, like the front desk table, whatever, and just caught the guy and brought him back. I was thinking, no way, there's no job in my life that is worth me running over a table to get baby.
Especially heavily pregnant. Nah, no way. Oh, I wanna know. Did I work with her?
Yeah.
Give me the initials in it, so it's not bait on here. Because I want to know who that is. Because I want to picture them running after someone. Because I think it's probably a certain person, but I don't know if they were pregnant when I worked there.
Nah, there wasn't. They had like a rich husband though. I think was he a rich husband?
Oh yeah, I know you're on about rich husband. Yeah, yeah. She always used to talk about how rich he was. Yeah, cheers. In your 7 houses, yeah, wicked. Fuck, you know.
Yeah, that was a sick job. That was...
I'd never chase after a shoplifter. Never in a million. I don't care enough to like.
Nah,
it don't come out of my pocket. I proper don't care. Like, it'd be different if it was like.
No, you just ran off. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, no way. Some like crackhead or something is gonna put like a rusty needle out on you. I ain't chasing someone like that.
Oh my god.
No way.
Wow. Yeah, that is jokes. Did you see about that wrestler guy that died in the river with his son?
Yeah. Bro, to be honest, I don't know if it was when I stopped watching wrestling, but I've never heard of him. But I see The Rock put a post up about him as well. Did you know who he was?
Yeah, He was
What was his wrestling name?
his same name, that Shad.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Nah, I
yeah.
don't remember him.
He
I,
was in
I
the
couldn't even picture him, bruv, to be honest.
two guys. There was him and this other short back guy, the Cruel Crime Time in it, and I think they didn't last very long, obviously. And then
Yeah.
I think probably about 5 years they had, and then I saw a post. I can't remember where I see it now, and it was like, "Oh, Shad Gaspar gone missing." And I was thinking, "Bro, like, how can you go missing in a
He
pandemic?"
was quite young as well, when in his
Yeah,
40s.
like late
Yeah.
20s, I think,
Late
or
20s.
no, late 20s or early 30s. It might
Oh,
be
okay.
33 or something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like, yeah, gone missing, whatever. I was thinking, oh, he's probably just gone for a walk or just didn't say anything. And then I actually read the post after 3 days. I was thinking, rah, like he went swimming with his son. And then it got released that they found his body. But yeah, he went swimming with his son on some beach. And then a rip tide or whatever came and like blew him away. And then the lifeguards came. And then he told them to save his son and then just let him.
Leave him.
Yeah, I was thinking, rah, bro.
Shit, man.
That is mad. That is mad. But there's been bare like petitions and whatever about going around for him. I think a few people have done like a GoFundMe for like his family and stuff like that. So all the proceedings goes to like his family and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been, this sounds a bit bait, but I've been watching Stone Cold Steve Austin's got a podcast, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And I've only seen, I've not watched like a full one, but I've seen like clips where he's chatting to like the Undertaker and a few other wrestlers and that. But I never realised how much small money they're on until they actually get to like say like Stone Cold level or Undertaker where they earn like serious dough. And I remember like he's like, yeah, there's like a certain status, so like you're like the first fight of the night or like a middle fight of the night. Their money's crap. For
Yeah.
considering like how long they travel for, like they might do the whole Europe in like 2 weeks, but they're fighting every night. So you get like a break during the day and then in an evening.
Yeah.
Like all right. But yeah, I've been watching a few of his, man. They're pretty good. Like I've watched one where he talks about Bret Hart.
Oh, okay.
When he gets, it's called like the Montreal Screwjob, innit? He was meant to win like the title.
Yeah.
But I never knew about that. I only found out about that recently. He was meant to win it when he off of Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels like pinned him, didn't it?
Yeah. No, he didn't even pin him. He used his own move against him, and the referee the bell before he even tapped out.
Yeah, that's mad. But obviously, because I would
in his hometown.
Yeah, because I would have been proper young, like when that fight. I might not even been born when that fight actually happened.
I was
so
like,
that's why.
So you must have been like, you.
I'm 25, so yeah, I probably weren't even born.
For like 3. No,
yeah,
3 or 2, something.
But
like that.
I only found out about it recently, and I was like, right. But it's just mad how they can just in wrestling they can just. I know it's like it's fake and it's predetermined, but like how much he can do you out of like how serious it can get. Because in the clip he said like Vince McMahon went into his dressing room and was like, wanted to chat to him, and Bret Hart was like, I'm going for a shower, and if you're still here when I come back out, I'm going to knock you out. And he said, when he come out of the shower, he said, I made it on purpose. I come out butt naked. He said, I didn't even put a towel on. He said, and just banged him out. And he was like, but the guy like said that, he said, yeah, he knocked like Vince McMahon out cold, but he said Vince like didn't back down. He said like he stood there and just firmed it, just let him like punch him in the face.
But no,
and then I don't know if he sacked him after that. I can't remember.
WCW, innit? He left.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
I watched a documentary on Vice, and it was about how Bret Hart's brother died, Owen Hart, and he was saying that what do you call it? He was like Owen Hart was like obviously the younger brother and everything like that, and how he was like this up and coming wrestler and everything like that. He had all this talent, whatever. And then he got to a point where they had nothing for him, like storyline wise or creative wise. They couldn't do anything. So they gave him like this outfit. He dressed up as like a guy in a whole bodysuit with wings and whatever, some goofy looking thing. Yeah.
Right.
They had like a gimmick bit where they hung him up to like this capture, and he just flew from like the ceiling or whatever. And they done it once and it worked, and then did like a pay-per-view event, and then he's supposed to be fighting the Godfather, and he was put him on the Raptors or whatever, and they literally he come off. As he come off, he just dropped and fell straight into the ring from like 80 feet from like the top of the building, and like died like instantly, like in the middle of the ring. So
Did he land funny, or did he just like just because how high he come, like the impact of the ring?
I think it was how high he dropped from,
Yeah.
and I think you obviously got the ring, yeah. So you got like the middle part of the ring and then the side part. Apparently, the side part is like the hardest part of the ring. So I think he fell like
Yeah.
there in it.
Because it has to stretch, doesn't it? The
Yeah,
canvas. Doesn't it? So if you're in the corner, you're yeah. But if you're in the middle, you probably still want to survive, but you might have been a bit better off, innit?
yeah, exactly. But they let the whole event still go on in it after he died. They literally just wiped him off the mat and just let the whole event continue. But his wife put a court case in, and she found out that the harness that they put him on, it was a quick release. So anything from like, I don't know, let's say 5 kg, as soon as 5 kg touches that harness, it's
It's
open.
gonna let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these men are like what, 240, like
Oh,
two.
they're big dons, isn't it? Yeah, wrestlers are big guys, isn't
Yeah.
they?
So as soon as he like his feet come off of the floor, or whatever, the harness just went and just dropped. So she sued him,
Yeah.
and she got like 80 mil in like in the comeback from like the lawsuit. I was thinking, bruh, that is mad. But these documentaries and stuff, and I watch it, obviously it's like fake and everything like that. But I was thinking, bruh, like there's some serious shit that goes on like behind the scenes and shit. Like it's a bit mad.
Yeah, it all goes on, man. It definitely does. Like, look how many of them get addicted to painkillers and all that.
Yeah, look at that Chris
And like
Benoit.
end up dying from overdoses because of the pain, brother. But that's what I'm saying. Imagine like, especially if you're a big wrestler, like you were saying that probably the bigger you are, the less you fight, I would imagine, innit? Because you're just a main event person, innit?
Yeah, well, I watched this Undertaker documentary, and he fought like once a year after a while because he like his age and shit like that. And there was one
Yeah.
fight he had like 3 years ago, and it was shit. The fight was just
Yeah.
shit. And he just walked off, put his hat and his gloves and like in the middle of the ring and just walked off. And
Yeah, because they can't physically do it, innit? When you're like Undertaker, right? He must be in his 60s now, innit?
43, I think it is.
Is he? Nah, he must be older than that, surely.
No, let me check. I swear he's in his 40s.
Nah, I bet he must be older than 40, bro. He's been around mate. He's been around since me and you were born, and I think that's 25 years at a minimum.
Yeah.
I remember watching him at either like an old wrestler. 55, yeah. I was gonna say he must be older than that. But yeah, when you're 55, innit? I mean, you might look at like I've seen a Big Show recently. He looks in good shape, but still, when you're carrying that much weight and size and for that many years and getting slammed and chairs and all sorts, it's gonna put a toll on you, innit?
100%, 100%. Yeah, it's a myth. But with that Undertaker thing, it's like a documentary like that Michael Jordan thing, and he's saying, well, all like Stone Cold's in there talking about it, and like Triple H and whatever, they're saying, yeah, he's gonna get to a point in his life where he's gonna be like, yeah, I need to stop. But it's like a drug, because it says you have a bad match, then you'd be like, oh yeah, like I need to have a good one now. But you have a good one, you think, oh, if I had a good one, I can still go in it.
Yeah, definitely. I think boxers get that as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think with boxing as well, like I think probably more the money plays a massive part in it as well.
How much do you think they like for a fight?
I don't know. It depends how big of a pay-per-view person you are, innit? Pay-per-view's where the money's at, innit? So anyone that fights on pay-per-view is going to earn good money.
So if you're on a card with like Anthony Joshua or like Tyson Fury, the lower fighters going to get like a good amount, or is it just the main money?
No, you see like a pay-per-view, yeah, because I've watched interviews with Eddie Hearn. So obviously I don't know like the ins and outs, but from what he said, yeah, like say like, what's a massive pay-per-view? Say Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz, the second one. Yeah. Like, so obviously they take the bulk of the money in it, them two. But obviously AJ earns like the most in it by a mile, and then it goes Andy Ruiz, and then obviously the fight under that would get the second most, blah, blah, blah. So the people at the bottom, but they have to have a budget. But because that fight was in Saudi, and the Saudi Arabian prince put up all the money for that fight, it didn't really matter too much.
Okay.
So they will dwindle down the money. So the first fight of the night, man, they might only earn like 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. But then think they've got to pay their trainer, training fees. I think if you fight for Matchroom, which is Eddie Hearn's like promotion, I think he pays part towards their accommodation and that. So obviously if you're fighting for 20 bags, like 20 bags sounds like all right money for like 25 minutes work, innit? But when it's life or death, innit? When you box, it's like you might not walk out there, innit? So
do Do you think MMA fighters get paid more than boxers, or do they get around about the same pay?
No, I think they get probably paid less. You know, a lot less. Unless you're like yeah, definitely. No, do you mean like just in like the same level? Do you mean like an Anthony Joshua equivalent to them? Because AJ gets paid way more than anything Conor McGregor will ever earn.
Swear down.
Yeah,
Wow.
MMA, yeah, definitely.
Level.
But you got to remember, yeah, like MMA is just under one promotion, isn't it? UFC is just one belt, isn't it? Whereas boxing, they've got like the IBF, the WBO, like there's so many.
Well, they've got like the welterweight belt and all that stuff and everything like that. But
yeah, I imagine if you're like a big name in your weight division, like someone like who just fought, like that Usman, the Nigerian geezer.
Oh yeah. He's
like he's a beast, man. He's a beast. He might earn decent money, like a couple of millions a show, but like McGregor's most he ever was fighting Floyd Mayweather, innit? So, but then again, that's Floyd Mayweather, innit? So anything Floyd Mayweather does, he earns money, doesn't he? So,
boy, yeah, that's.
But they're saying that AJ's on course to be the first boxing billionaire, isn't he?
Oh, he's billionaire status.
Nah, he'll be the first one to hit $1 billion, they reckon, innit?
Okay. Flipping hell.
But he's got so many like endorsements, isn't he? Like he might be close to that now, to be fair.
That's very true. Because I see he's there was a post. I don't know how true it is, but apparently Deontay Wilder wanted to step down from the fight with Fury to let Anthony Joshua and Fury go at it once the pandemic's all like.
But he'd have to take step aside money, innit?
Yeah.
To be fair, like in boxing, it's sort of frowned upon to step aside because they sort of see it as in like you don't believe in your ability to beat someone. But I think in that case, yeah, because that's for all the belts, innit? Because there's only one he's got and it's one of the Fury's got. So I would step aside and then fight the winner. I'd be like, yeah, I'll sign a contract so that I will fight the winner out of you two.
Yeah, if you've got like a guarantee to say that, then yeah, can't do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But if it was nothing put in place like that, I would be like, nah. Unless you pay me like serious money.
But to be fair, since he's already lost the first one, I think, to be honest, I think it's only right that he does step aside anyway and let them two go at it. Because if he's lost,
because he ain't gonna beat either of them anyway, in my opinion. He can't box, man, Wilder. Like he can't box. He cannot box.
Yeah,
he's got like he will knock people out clean if he catches them. But you still got to catch someone. Like people are like, yeah, Anthony Joshua's too stiff, man. Anthony Joshua's a wicked boxer, like proper good boxer. I know he's big, yeah, and it's like just a standard like jab and straight right. But if someone's 18 stone, yeah, punching you in the face, yeah, and who's athletic as well, and he's quick, that you're gonna get sparked out. I don't care what anyone says.
That's very true.
But when it's having the boxing brain, isn't it? Yeah. Like, that's where Fury trumps them because he's awkward, he's tall, and he's got a real good boxing brain, and he can move like he's like 10 stone lighter.
Yeah, I see a clip the other day. It was like just showing highlights, and he's just dodging like 4 punches at a time, and he's just like, boop,
mate, he's a freak. Even when when he was really, I think at one stage he was like 25 stone. Like when he first started jogging and then like doing the like, if you type it in, yeah, he's heaviest. There's one where like the guy's got the 2 foam. They look like what you put in a swimming pool, like to hold your weight.
Yeah,
it looks like he's throwing them at him. And he's like 25 stone. He's still like jabbing them and slipping them and moving. And I think that's at 25 stone. Yeah. So imagine when he's like, all right, he's probably 18 stone, like walking around weight. But when you shred all that weight and you can still move like that.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
Scary. Especially mad. At 6'9".
He's 6'9".
Yeah. And I see a clip of him doing a bit of MMA training as well. Like he'd be a beast in UFC.
I would never do UFC in my life. Ever. I see a clip of this guy. I think it was an old clip because I seen to one of my boys about it. But he just knees this guy in the face, and then he gets like a Pokeball and like dashes it and does.
Yeah, that's Michael Venom Page. He's English, isn't it?
Swear.
Yeah. Have you not seen the X-ray of the guy? Yeah,
the skulls
in his forehead there. Yeah, it's like indented. Yeah.
Oh, crack your skull. Yeah, nah.
But they say MMA is safer than boxing. Only reason being, because there's so many things you've got to watch out for. You don't get as many head hits. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So like when you're boxing, yeah, you're constantly getting hit in the face, innit, and like to the body. Whereas like in MMA, there might be someone who will just take you down and choke you out. So there's no like pressure to your brain. Whereas boxing, 9 times out of 10, when you get knocked out, it's because you've been hit on the chin, innit, clean. Or if you take a body punch, you can sort of recover from that. But if you get hit on the chin clean, then you get like, you know, like out cold, like stiff.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
say like the more times you get knocked out, the more prone you are to get knocked out.
What
So
the
once you get knocked out
more,
once, you're more prone to get knocked out again and again.
yeah, boy. Don't know about that one. That's a bit mad. That's a bit mad. That and Pride. Pride looks flipping intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That looks
that's mad.
intense.
Because they could do like, because in MMA you can't. Is it called Oh, what is it? Like 12. I can't remember what it is, but you can't bring your elbow straight down, innit?
From 12 to 6.
That's it. Yeah, you can't bring it. But in Pride, they could like what they call soccer kicks, where you know, like you just can run and boot someone in the face. Like you can like legit do that. And those. Oh, what was the other thing? So Pride, because in MMA you can't kick someone when they're like, if they're like, is it their hands are on the floor? You know, if you've got both hands on the floor, I don't think you can kick someone with both hands on the floor. But if you like come up with your hands up, you can kick them in the face.
Yeah, nah, that's long.
Yeah, I don't know for Emma. I don't know. Like, I like to do the training. I would never want to fight, but I'd like to just to learn how to like Brazilian jiu-jitsu and that, because just in case you ever come unstuck against someone, at least you know how to sort of fight.
That's it. Have you seen that guy on YouTube? That is it, Mr. Wong or something like that? And he does like these videos.
Oh, what's it called? I've seen a guy on YouTube. He's practicing with the guys, and they've got crash helmets on, and he's still flooring them.
Is he bold?
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
it? I don't want to say what martial art is because it might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I've seen one, and he hits them with this part of his thing, and they've got like, as in like rally car crash helmets on, and he's putting them down. But I mean like really like whacking them, and they're getting dropped. Is it called Wing Chun or something like that?
Wing Chun.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, I'm sure that's the martial art that he does.
Yeah, it might be. It could be that still. Wing. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, but you see them sort of like them fighting styles. They teach you not to fight, innit? They're more like self-defense things, isn't they?
Yeah. So someone could come at you like a punch, whatever. You can just like block it away, use that momentum and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've watched ones where he don't even hit the geezer back. He literally just catches his punches every time. And he's just like doing it so easy, just catching them. Like, he's not even moving at full pace. He's literally just going like that. And he's catching everything.
Yeah, that'd be frustrating. Imagine in a fight.
That's years and years of training, isn't it? Like years and years of training. Probably like your whole life dedicated to doing that.
What you been listening to at the moment?
Not to be honest, man. I'm a bit of like a creature of habit. Anyway, I'll just repeat old songs. I listen to old albums and that.
Yeah.
I'm not. If you reeled off a few artists, I don't know really. I'm like proper. I like UK music as well, so I tend to listen to the more UK speak. But I'm going to sound like proper old, but I found a guy from New York called Chef G. Like I quite like him.
Chef G.
Yeah, from New York, innit? Yeah, he does a lot of like drill sort of music.
Okay.
He's good. I'm sure he's from New York I found it because he done a track with someone from the UK called Taze.
Okay.
So I just went on his music and that. I've been listening to a few like guys from Manchester.
Swear down.
Called Tunde and Meeks and that. They're sick.
Yeah.
There's a tune called Year of the Real, man. It's cold.
Oh, I think I've got that on my phone because
it's Meeks, that guy called Millions, and is it Pay Salute?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Meeks,
Millions,
T-Way, and Pay Salute. That Pay Salute guy is fucking sick. He is fucking.
Yeah. The first guy that spits on that, Meeks is cold. Yeah. He's cold.
Are they boys?
And
what's his name?
H.
Nah. Bugs Malone.
Yeah. Listen to Tunde as well, man. Tunde's sick. He's got a tune called Crash Bandicoot. Like it's his latest one. It's banger. And the video's sick as well.
Yeah. Did you watch the Grime Daily? Is it Grime Daily? No, the Link Up TV documentary about Chip and the beefs that he had with everyone.
Yeah, he had to take. Is it back up or does he had to take him down? Didn't he?
Come back up again, literally a few days after.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I haven't watched it. I was gonna watch it, but then I see like link up saying he sort of like put a thing to get it taken down. So I didn't think nothing of it.
I can kind of see why they like took it down though. I think they didn't apparently the management said they didn't approve it by them to put it up. But once you watch it, it's a bit like, oh, seeing this like Chip's just going at people just to get at them. But I can see why he did. But
Yeah, definitely.
it's
Yeah, but the thing is, Bugsy sent for him first, didn't it?
nah.
Yeah, he went in the fire in the booth.
No,
Yeah.
it was, from what that timeline is on the thing, he may have sent for him first initially, but it was Chip went after Tiny, and then Tiny responded lightly, I think, from what I remember, and then all of a sudden Bugsy jumped on and was like saying whatever he had to say, and then Chip replied back. So Chip initiating his beef or sending shots to Tiny initiated the whole like Bugsy thing.
Bugsy thing. Yeah. Bugsy smashed it from that though. He's absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion, I think he's the biggest winner out of all of them three, out of the whole thing. Not as in like in terms of tunes and that, but as to where he's put him, he smashed that. Because I never heard of him. Like people probably say they have, but I never heard of him before he'd done all that.
Yeah, I didn't really, to be fair.
And then he's when they were beefing though, that was sick. Like, and then when he started like sending for Young'un and that, and then Young'un had that for me, that I love that part of Graham, like clashing and that. Like I'll always listen to a send, like over anything. I listen to old sends now, like Bashy sending for like Wiley and Gets from like 10 years ago. Because for me, like I just like that aggressive like part of Graham. I think that's what makes Graham.
What did you think of the Wiley and Stormzy sends and everything like that?
Yeah, well, Wiley stands no, like I get why Wiley does it, but he don't have any chance with people like that. Stormzy's sick. Like people think Stormzy ain't good yet because he makes pop tunes, but as a spitter for like a grandma, he's cold, man, and he's always been cold as well from early. Yeah, when he's like Section Boys in the videos and that, he's been cold. But yeah, Wiley likes to do that though, doesn't he? Like he wants to stay relevant. So who's the biggest person right now? Ed Sheeran is like probably one of the biggest artists in the world. Yeah. And so is probably Stormzy at the moment, to be fair. So what can I do to get my name back out there?
Make a send.
Send for me.
Yeah, that's it. That is it.
But he did get bodied.
Yeah, I thought that he may have kind of brought it back after the second one. But after, what do you call it? He's still disappointed. Yeah, you're right. This
is the thing, like, Stormzy's at a level, like, if someone sends for him, it doesn't matter because people will just always like him.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. Like, it could come out that he's like a weirdo and does certain things, but people will still like him. It doesn't matter. People will still listen to R. Kelly now, like, even though they know what he's done. No, but it's true though, isn't it? People will still listen to him.
Yeah.
People still like his music. You can't once you like something, it's very hard then not
to unlike it. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Like when you like a song and then you find out the person who sung it like done X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
It's still hard to be like, no, I can't listen to it. As much as like you might tell people, I don't listen to him anymore, but you know, like full well on your Spotify, you've got like 5 songs of his on there, isn't it? It's true.
Oh, yeah, it is true. It is very true. To be honest, I don't think I've listened. Well, I might have unintentionally, but I think I listened to like a few R. Kelly songs since I've like heard about the whole thing. But the whole R. Kelly situation, it's like everyone thinks it's new when it's not new. Like everyone knew he pissed on a female years ago. Everyone married Aaliyah years ago before she's at the right age. So this whole like series on Netflix come out, it's like, oh, okay, done this. Yeah, he done it, but you all knew he did this time ago. So why is it just taking this to realize what he's doing?
We're in a different culture though, innit? Like what's it called? Cancel culture and that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it is, bro. It takes one action, for you to put something on Twitter or Instagram, man, and you're finished. You're fully finished. But the thing is, I feel like this day and age, people just want to have a problem to have a problem. They're not even offended by it, but because everyone else is, you just jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, that's it. I think.
Do you know what I mean?
People don't have like their own mind in certain situations. They just want to go with like the majority of people, what people are thinking about certain things, and go with that.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes when like people get offended by things, it's because sometimes the things people are saying have an element of truth to them.
Yeah,
that's why people get offended by them, innit?
Yeah.
Not everything, because some things are like a way out of line. People get offended by them, but like certain things that people will say to you will get you upset and hurt because there's an element of truth to them, which, like say, truth hurts, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly that. Exactly that. Exactly that. Yeah, man. I don't know. Some situations are just a bit techie.
It goes back to like the thing we were talking about earlier in America, though. Like they have a freedom of speech, don't they? Whereas we don't.
But they
Do you know
have
what I mean? And
nothing exactly happens.
no, yeah, exactly. But they can like say whatever they like. But I think like in this country we should have freedom of speech, just purely because it outs the people who you don't like. Like if there's a massive rally in America, yeah, for people that are racist, you then know to not, you know what they stand for. And I feel like with America, they're more open racist than they are like than the UK is.
Yeah, 100%.
Like people will be your mate, yeah, but hate you behind your back. But because they don't be outed as a racist, they'll be sweet with you. But in America, they don't care. They don't care what you say. Like that's their community. You don't come and chat to me because I don't like you. At least in that way, it's open. You know who your enemy is basically, in it.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK's like it's all over the place.
Did you see the some of the racial comments about that block party the other day in Sheepwalk?
Nah, but mate, do you know what I heard about the party? Yeah, but I didn't really think nothing of it. But then I didn't see no racist comments or nothing like that. What I know there was a massive party. What was it on those like? I thought it's like a Woodston folk, innit, on Facebook. Is it like one of them pages, like Paston people, whatever they're called, innit? It's them things, innit? Do you know what I'm on about? You've probably got one for Hempstead, innit? Like the Hempstead people, innit? And if everyone that lives in Hempstead, there'll be someone like walking down the street and they'll be like, oh yeah, the person walked down the street at 9:10 and look proper suspicious. It's like, bro, he's probably just walking home from the shop, innit? Like,
because I see people like snap and say, oh, there's a party going here in Redster. And I was thinking, in my head, I'm thinking like, it's sick, but at the same time, it's a bit techie because at the same time, Boris don't know what's going on. He's just saying you can go outside, you can stay inside, you can go outside, you can stay inside, whatever. But if you do something, innit, like do it to a moderate effect, innit, so it's not as bait. So you just go bring it yourself. But when I see that getting posted around on Snap, I'm thinking, yeah, it's a bit mad. So I did think about going, but I was thinking, nah, I ain't trying to risk it. So then I woke up the next morning now, and one of my boys texted me. He's like, oh, bro, there was like stabbings and And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, there's like bare people there and like some stabbings happened. I was thinking, yeah, that's a bit mad.
I did hear that no one got stabbed though.
Swear.
I did. Yeah. I was playing Warzone last night with the boys, and one of them said on the ET it reported that there was no stabbings. Apparently, it was just like a rumor.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's true or not because I've not looked. So that's just going off his word. But it's the same thing, innit? Like I heard it weren't at anyone's house either. I heard it was just like in the street, like middle of the street.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be at a certain someone's house. I was thinking, right.
But it weren't, was it?
No, it was just outside.
That's what I mean. Like, what happens? Like, if you're drinking, yeah, what happens when you need a piss? Like, he's going to piss at someone's house, or in a going. I know, like, oh, it's a bush in it, but like, I just think, I don't know. But in effect, what they've done, yeah, it's like they think they know more than what the government's telling us at the moment because they're just risking everything they want for go and have a drink and have a party and have a spliff and whatever. But I just think it's not that deep, innit? Just wait until this is all over.
Yeah.
Like shops are going to be open in June the 15th. That's in like 3 weeks' time. Just wait, innit? Like what's so like? Why do you have to do it right now?
Yeah. You enjoy it more.
I mean?
Everyone's out at the same time rather than now they've done that. They had like a taste of what it's going to be like once it's all done. So it's,
100%.
It's going to like kind of deflate the excitement. But yeah, it was just a bit mad. Then I saw
people racist commenting underneath like the post on the ET or what was it like on that? Oh, okay.
The guy that took the pictures. There's some guy called Derek, innit? I don't know who this guy is, so I'll just out his name. His name, some guy called Derek, and I saw a post on someone's Snap, and I thought, oh, let me like search him. So I searched the guy, and he just put bare pictures of like everyone that was there just at this rave. You probably want.
Do you know people that were there?
Yeah, you can see them in the picture.
Oh, but do you actually know that? Do you actually know them?
Yeah.
The people. Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I was like, that's peak.
The thing is, though, like, them pictures will get used on, like, the ET and stuff like that. Because all you need is, like, a big group picture of, like, even if it's just 15 people, 10 people,
Yeah.
They'll blow that picture up so it looks like there's bare people there.
Yeah, like that.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a few pictures now, and there was bare comments. I was thinking, I'm not reading all through these comments, so I just clicked on a few pictures, and then I saw one comment that was like, "Oh, it's like a London gang member gathering, setting up for like the county lines and stuff like that." Da, 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 da. And then you had like someone under there like commenting saying, "Oh, if this is like a group of white people, you wouldn't be saying this." Da, da, da. There's like no one's brought clear into this. It was going on for time. I was thinking,
Shit.
no, man, this is a bit long. But yeah, apparently, I think it come down to, from what I've was told, it was some Asians and some gypsies that were ended up having like a little beef or something like that. So yeah.
That's what I heard. I heard it was a gypsy boy that got stabbed. But Peterborough's Peterborough, isn't it? Like, it's such a small place. There's so many rumours that get circulated. It might have been quite.
What's that again?
I was saying Peterborough's such a small place.
Yeah.
That rumours circulate so quick, innit?
That's it.
And then it just finds out not to be true. Like, it might have just been all fine. Like, everyone just went home at a normal time, innit? But because people have to drum up that drama, they'll be like, oh yeah, like someone got stabbed and he got beaten up and then this happened and that happened.
Exactly.
But
I see on Twitter that they put out an investigation for all 300 people that were there. There's an investigation going on to like find out who was there and whatever. It's like an ongoing investigation now.
They won't know, innit? They won't waste their time on that.
Yeah. But apparently there's two events going on at the same time. There's one event there and another event somewhere else in Peterborough. So
I don't fuck it. I don't get it, man. I really don't understand it. It's like we're the only country, that this can happen to and just not abide by any rules.
Yeah.
Like the UK don't care, innit? Like they're just like, yeah, fuck it, like. But then, having said that, I watched like American YouTubers and stuff like that. Like they still had spring break and that. There were still like thousands and thousands of people on the beach and that. Yeah, I swear to God. They do it in Miami, don't they? There's a spring break in Miami in Mexico, innit? The one I see was in Miami, and there's bare people about. And I mean, like bare people, like not like it's just normal life.
That's my. I guess.
So I don't know if they're taking it as serious as we are, but.
Have you heard that about that new beach in Hampton?
Yeah, I think that's behind where I work, innit?
Oh, I swear. Yeah, I went there yesterday. I went for a walk, and
Is it a proper beach? Got to stand there and all that. No. I heard, this obviously because I work behind it. I heard that they're doing they're gonna put like like an inflatable like obstacle course in the water. There's gonna be like a jet ski thing there. Like also, obviously probably not yet because it ain't been done yet. I was saying I haven't actually looked.
I'm not going in that water. I know that for a fact.
Is it? I bet it's dark, innit? I bet it's well.
Do you know what? It's all right. Yeah, it's a nice spot, innit? There's like a little, let's say about 15, 20 meters of sand or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a little patch of sand or whatever. And then you got like these little like, in America, on Jason versus Freddy, and at the end they're on that little terrace thing, and then they jump off that little perch.
Yeah, I know you want to.
Yeah, they got all those things, and then the lake is pretty big, so it's a proper big lake. If you look in the middle of the lake, it's nice and blue, but from the bit where the sand is going into that bit, nah, it's just like a little bit of those little
Is it man-made? I don't remember being a lake there because is that man-made?
I think it is, because I don't remember seeing the lake there before.
Yeah, because that water would get like dirty quick, innit, if it's man-made.
Wait,
it's
actually,
like
I don't think it is man-made because I used to work at the call center near there. There was always water around there, so I think they've just expanded from where it was. I think, but yes.
Are you on about like you know that roundabout where like KFC is and McDonald's and that first one?
Yeah.
Are you on about if you do a left there and you go down the hill, and that bit of water on the left? Is that what you're on about?
Yeah, it's all there.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know where that big bridge is, where you got the co-op, near where your boy lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that bridge there.
Yeah, it's that bit of water on the left, isn't it? You can see it before you get to the house. Yeah, I know what about.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, a few of the lads in the summer jumped in there, innit? And it's stone cold. Like last summer, sorry.
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in there. Never in a million years, mate. Not a chance.
They had like kids there, yeah, naked and just jumping in the river. I was thinking, you're crazy. Dogs going in there. I was like, yeah, that's mad. I was thinking, do you know what's going on? And you want to go jump in that river? Yeah, all right.
And plus, you don't know what's in that water, man.
Exactly. Imagine me, I was walking there yesterday. I was on the path, walking, mind my own business. A guy was jogging and he run past me. He's like, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, with his arm out and whatever. So shouting. I was like, fam, you're running towards me. I'm on the pavement. You're running towards me. Like, what sense does that make? What sense does that make? I think this whole situation is making people go crazy, man.
Yeah, definitely. It's making people want to come out of their house, you know. People just staying full time now. But it has made me think though, like all these people that are working from home, it's like, why don't they do that in the first place? You got all that office space there, but you full well could just let the people work from home. It's mad, isn't it?
Even before this whole situation, you get like certain managers in like whatever job they're in. They're like, oh, I'm gonna work from home today. They're like, oh, right, okay. They think, oh, can I work at home? Can I work from home? No, you can't work from home. You're not a manager. All right, okay. So this whole situation is here now, so everyone can work from home. Yeah. So is that how people are working out?
A lot of my mates, the office jobs, and they're all working from home at the moment. All of them. I get obviously some jobs you can't work from home, but anything that's a computer operated, you can work from home, innit? As long as you got the Wi-Fi set up and all that, you're good to go.
Do you think that once it's all over with, is they still could continue work from home, or they think they'll go back into offices and stuff like that? Because everything's going to change once it's all over. Everything's going to change like dramatically.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be safer to work from home, especially people offices. Because people in offices get ill anyway.
Yeah,
I've worked in offices, man. You get ill all the time from like the aircon, like so much stuff goes. Once one person in the office is ill, everyone gets it because people are not hygienic, innit?
That is it.
It spreads.
That is it.
If I was working at home at the moment, I would want to stay at home and work from home.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're like people are like, yeah, but then you get you out of the house. It's like, yeah, but you don't. It gets you in your car to your office block. You're in the office block all day anyway, and then you're back home again. I'd rather stay at home. I can wear what I like. If I want to go and make a cup of tea, I can make a tea. I've got my own toilet. Like on my lunch break, I can even bang some weights out if I wanted or whatever. Like I'd much rather do that. Like I'm alright. I work outside, so like I'm less likely to get it. They say because if it's airborne, it can go and whatever. But yeah, if I was working from home, I'd much rather stay at home.
I got working with the home, like with the kids. So when it first, I was thinking, nah, there's no way they're gonna let us go into work. And then it's like, yeah, care workers and key workers. I was thinking, nah, that is long. On the day, 2 days after, Boris announced like the lockdown, whatever. We had one kid, and he was just like, oh yeah, fuck COVID, fuck Corona. I'm going for a walk. I was like, a walk where, fam? You ain't going nowhere. The guy ran and just, I think he got like a bus to King's Lynn or something, or he hitchhiked to King's Lynn or something like that. I was like, yeah, that's a bit mad still. That's a bit mad. But yeah, that was kind of the situation.
But what's the age group you work with? Like, what do they age between?
15. Well, at the moment now it's 14 to 15.
Yeah, because when this first come out, they were saying if you're in like, when this very first come out, they put up like age brackets of like your sort of survival rate if you do catch it, or even the likelihood of you catching it and being like ill or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you're a newborn baby, it's obviously low because your immune system isn't built yet. But anything beyond 3 years old, and I think it was like 35, if you got it, you was fine. Like your death rate was like 0.00001. But then as it's gone on, obviously they just what's the word? Like contradict themselves, innit? Because I always read through different stuff, and it's always like, yeah, now it's saying if you're overweight, you're more likely to die from it, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, all right, because I know it's a breathing thing. Like if you have asthma, then I mean asthma, you can die from asthma anyway, isn't it? But things like that. But there's so much misinformation out there. It's hard to believe certain things, isn't it?
Exactly. I don't understand like how they've like it's like what actually is it? That's the thing. Like what actually is it? Because at the start of this year, everybody I knew was ill. Everyone had like a cold. Everyone
around Christmas time.
Yeah, everyone was sick. Like around Christmas, around my birthday, I had like a little drink up. Everyone was sick. everyone was ill. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody had corona, whatever it is, and
Yeah, definitely.
gone. So yeah, bro, I don't even know, man. I don't know. It's just a bit mad.
But they're saying we'll never fully get rid of it. We're just gonna have to learn to live with it, which is fair enough then. Just
But if
let
that's
everyone go back to their...
we've been living with it for all of our lives. This is like the 19th version of this
Yeah.
corona thing.
I remember when the first time back, a geezer put in America brought up like a cleaning, like like a Dettol or whatever. He said on the back of the in the ingredients there was coronavirus on it, written on it, because it's in a lot of household products or a lot of products anyway. But there's just, like you said, there's just different strains of it.
Okay.
Whereas like, apparently this one, the 19's like the most contagious and whatever else. But I don't know what to believe in it. I'm just doing as I'm told, man, because if the top people in the country are getting told to stay indoors and X, Y, Z, then you should just do it, innit? It's shit. I know it's shit. I'm not at work. I'm just sitting here playing Xbox, which isn't fun. Like, yeah, it's fun for a bit, but it's not in it. Like, you can lift weights and go for a walk.
Yeah.
But you're out of routine. Like my sleeping patterns are messed at the moment. I'm not going to bed till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm not tired from doing anything.
That's it.
Like, you can work out for an hour and you might be like a tired the hour after. But you're not going to sleep until the next day.
Exactly that.
And then your brain just wired because you're doing other stuff and you're panicking because you might be thinking about money or got to go back to work or I ain't got enough like food or whatever. So then your brain just goes into overdrive, doesn't it?
So what are you? So obviously you still got your job. So what is that, furloughed or something that you are?
Nah. Mine isn't. I could, because I'm self-employed.
Okay.
This is where it gets long as well. Because I'm self-employed, like I could have applied for a grant, but I weren't eligible for it because I didn't do a tax return last year because I started my job in April of last year. So I literally just missed out on it getting a grant, whereas like a few of the other lads could get one. So I'm on universal credit at the moment.
Okay.
That's the only option I could have done. So it basically like job seekers, isn't it?
Yeah.
But which is long because I do have a job. So which I've said that to them, but I said because I'm self-employed, how it works, I don't get no money. If I don't work, I don't earn, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm on universal credit, but they've changed universal credit. It's a lot more than it used to be. Like when I signed on a couple of years ago. Yeah. It's a lot more now, but yeah, it's long, man. But it's just your routine, isn't it? Like I like my job. Like I enjoy it. I'll enjoy being with like the lads at work, and it gets you out, and it's physical, innit? Like we try and it's summer. Like it's the best time to do my job in the summer. Exactly. Like I don't want to miss the whole summer. Then I'm back in November, fucking 5 degrees, and it's freezing on a building site. Like it's not a fun place to be, innit?
Do you do early morning shifts? Do you have to be up early to like do your job?
We start at 8 and finish at 4:30.
Oh, that's all right. Do you work weekends?
Which is all right. Huh?
You work weekends?
Nah, Monday to Friday.
That's calm.
Saturday, like if you want to work a Saturday, they're a bit few and far between. But in the summer, I think because of what's happening now, I think we'll probably get a lot of Saturdays in because we're gonna have to catch up with the work. So if you do 8 till 1 or 1:30, you get a full day shift in it on a Saturday.
That's right.
It's good, man. It's good money. It is hard though. It is hard.
So what do you have to do? Just put like help build the buildings, basically.
Yeah, so it's like the foundation of houses, isn't it? So it's like all your drainage in your house. We do all that. We don't lay bricks, obviously. Yeah. We do driveways, like slabbing for your garden, edgings, like loads of stuff really. Tarmac. Yeah. Concrete the base of your house.
Swear.
It's anything that's a foundation, really. We'll end up doing. Apart from laying bricks, we do the foundations of a house.
Okay. Yeah, that's sick. That is sick.
We do it. It's good. It teaches you a lot. Like if I not now because I've only been doing it like a year and a bit, but when I get a few more years on my belt, like in my garden and that, I'll be able to do it up proper nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you roughly know what to do. It's just doing it to a good standard, isn't it? Like a lot of people know how to do stuff, but it's actually doing it and doing it to a good standard. That's when it gets tough and a bit techie, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Anything else? But no, it's good, man. It's the happiest I've been, like in a job, probably my whole life. Like I've had fun jobs, but not like good paying and fun. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
And now, like, it's good, man. I'm in a good place for my work, so I'm happy. And being happy in your job, man, is a massive factor. You spend half your life there, innit? So
100%. Would you go into start having your own business or something like that after a certain amount of
years? Eventually. eventually I would like to, but it is hard, like, because you got to manage people, and you're managing men as well, from like 18 to like 50.
Yeah.
So you got to chat to everyone on a different level. You got to be like, some people might like not like the workplace banter, and where I do in it, like I love it. It's a laugh, innit? Like you're like, people just slate you all day, but then when you give you a bit of banter back, like, but that's how it works on a building site, innit? If you're like not timid, but if you get offended easily, or like don't like things, people like, it's probably not the best place to work for you, innit? Because people will like, say stuff that will get to you, but then you've got to give it back.
Exactly. You love that kind of environment. You love that kind of environment. So that suits you down to the ground.
But it's just a laugh, innit? Like I've not had a day where you don't laugh, and I mean like real belly laugh and cry, because people come up with some funny stories, and something funny will happen. Like even like saying like someone falling over. Like I know it sounds like really like immature, but seeing someone stack it on a building site, and then like the whole building site's like, oi! Like, mate, there's nothing funnier, trust me.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
and
right.
Some of the stuff you hear, man, like from where they've worked abroad, and like fucking the stories you hear is just it's mental.
Yeah,
too X-rated to talk on it, but yeah, some of the stuff you hear, man, it is funny. But like I needed that, innit? Because I worked in like offices and call centers and retail, like then like, especially them jobs, if you the banter like we have at work, like mine now, if you said that anything like that in retail, H&M, man, you get sacked within a day. Like you get like straight away, or like on a like, obviously you can't on the phone, in it, but in an office, you just don't have that workplace like banter sort of thing, in it. So it's hard.
Yeah, that's sick. That is sick.
It is fun. It is a proper fun. It's a laugh. We need to do a clash soon as well, man.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
do them properly next week, because yesterday was like the best one so far. But I was thinking,
man. Yesterday's was proper good.
As soon as it started, like I don't know if it was because it was promoted like a little bit or whatever, but it got like I think 20 views within like the first 5 minutes, which is the most so far. So I try and promote it, but I try and do it like a fight. So I'm gonna do like little clashes before, and then have like a genre clash as like the main clash. So have like two artists for like first two clashes, and the third clash just have like a genre or whatever, and go from there. But yeah, man, I'm on doing like a clash. I think
on a live, you can only be you and someone else, innit? You can't host
that's the dead thing about it. You can't do like so two other people against two other people, and then whatever. It has to be that person's live, and then against somebody else. This is a bit dead. So,
it'd be sick if you done it on Zoom, you know.
Oh,
because then you can have everyone's like live reactions to it, innit?
Yeah, that's.
And then just have like the main two people clash, and then like, because then you'll get everyone's reactions like going mad at that, or like skanking out, like it'll be sick. And then at the end, like it'll be easier for the vote as well, because then you can be like, oh, who liked that tune? And then you'll be like, all right, so that's 5 people who like that tune. All right, that's 3 people.
Yeah.
And then if you had a mad too, because Zoom you can hold like 50 people in that.
I think
or even more than that.
Yeah, I think you can. I think, is it? I don't know how many people you can fit on Zoom, but
it's easy to set up, innit? It's an app on your phone, and then you would DM everyone like, and then be like, oh, if you want your boy to get involved, DM him the password and the thing if you want to start watching that, innit?
Yeah, that'd be calm. The only thing is though, it would be like the what do you call it? If someone comes in and then they're playing music off their laptop or whatever, you only get that like rebellion person that will want to do something like that, innit? In like the Zoom, they'll like just play random things that are going on.
Nah, just do it so it'd be like, the people clashing, because then you could have different people clashing in that as well. That's where it comes in, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
Like if I wanted to clash, like, I don't know, Mitch, for example, I could then do it, and then you could do it as like an undercard, and then the main event will be like how you had it last night, you and the only like Funky versus or like New York Drill v London, like whatever it was, innit?
That's very true. Yeah, I might.
Because then people can do it on their laptops if they wanted, and all sorts, innit?
Yeah, that's it. That is it. Yeah, I might do it like that. That could be a shout. That could be a big
Because
shot.
then you'd have enough people in here jumping in. You have very random people jumping in, and then you can mute this in it. Like I can click it off so you don't have to see my face and all that, which people might feel comfortable with, innit?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try to sort that out some part of today.
Live is easier because it's easy just to click on it, but then you only have two people's interactions, innit?
That's it.
And then you'd have a right laugh. Like with the would you rather's, people would just be like, "Oh no, would you rather?" Like, "Oh no, that's grim." Like you can then gauge everyone's reaction, innit?
Oh, there's been some weird would you rather questions as well. Some proper weird ones.
Yeah, but you're always gonna get that, innit? Because people like to see people suffer, innit? Like it's funny.
There was one the other day. He was on with. I forgot who was on with. It was like, "Oh, would you rather have your batty eaten or eat batty?" I was thinking, "What the hell? What the hell?" But yeah.
I do like engaging in them though. They're funny. Some of the questions are funny. I just like putting the worst stuff on there. But that's what I mean, like, because I want to see other people's reactions in it because it makes me laugh. Like I like seeing other people like, "Oh no, I'd never do that."
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is very true. Right, how long is this?